Hi there, it's Debbie with the Pickin Coop Farmstead, and I am out in my garden this morning. It's almost chilly enough to wear a sweatshirt, believe it or not. I didn't look at the temperature, but I'm going to be out here and I'm going to be harvesting, maybe do a little garden tour, so come along. All right, so I have an okra that's ready. And by the time you folks see this video, I did a little video, it's I think one or two before this one, that shows you how to store your okra, especially if you're getting just a few at a time, and for frying, anyways, the rings for frying. So go check that video out. I will link that in the comments if you have not seen it, and it's pretty handy because I'm not getting enough at one time for a meal, so it's a really great idea. Couple more cucumbers. I'm just going to have to try my hand at making pickles again. I just can't make them crispy, and I keep refusing to use pickle crisp. If you guys have any tips or tricks, please put them in the comments for me, would you? Thanks. Got some more okras on this side. I think these guys are, I know I planted some dwarf ones, so these must be it. Put those in there. We'll add them to our mix in the house. That's about that over there. Let's see, these are cucumbers here. Okay, no crook necks. Okay, that's good for that side. Then we'll come over here. Gonna check out our tomatillos. See if there's any ripe ones. Let's see if you can see right here. There's this guy. And I usually pick them when the holes are split on the bottom. And then I just throw the holes back in the bed. So that's what I look for. Add those to the mix. See if there's any more here. I don't really see any. There's one on the ground over there. And I don't know if you can see my mustard. Show this up close to you. Do you see these little pods? I'm just waiting for these little pods to dry up, and then I'll start clipping them and taking them in the house, and I am going to have a plethora of mustard seed, which I'm just tickled pink about. I can plant some and use some for cooking, like in pickling items, that kind of thing. Look at this little fella. I got my very, very first cucamelon. I'm super excited. I'm going to try it. Kind of sour. And then it tastes like a little melon. What a yummy little, surprisingly good treat. I can't wait for more. Look at these little beauties. They're not quite ready yet. They turn yellow. And the mister says they're quite hot. So he's really liking those. But they're not quite ready, so I'm not going to pick those. Then over here, though, I'll turn you guys around. I've got some tomatoes I need to pick. I haven't seen any evidence of hornworms, or some people call them tomato worms. But look at the size of this guy. I kind of pick them when they're almost done blushing. That way they don't crack or anything. But look at the size of this guy. He's pretty good size. I believe this one, it's a bush beefsteak. So these are slicing cucumbers. Hello, McFly. Slicing tomatoes. So that's pretty exciting. My radishes I let go to seed. The pods are getting quite big. I'm patiently waiting for those to dry, and those are pretty delicious if you eat them as is like this. They taste like a sweeter radish. They're pretty darn good. I did want to show you this spaghetti squash. It's starting to slightly turn yellow. I'm super, super excited about that. It looks like the only one that I have. Then if you come up here, I've got my acorn squash. I'm patiently waiting for the little stem to dry. That supposedly is an indicator of when your squashes are ready. Have these little yellow ones. I forget what these are called. I'm pretty excited about those. There's several on here. Oh, look, and then there's some that are actually growing up into this tree, which is kind of crazy. These guys are not turning yellow yet. They're too new, but that's pretty exciting. And right here we have little cantaloupes. These are those ambrosia cantaloupe. And, oh, look at that guy down there. He's looking pretty good, too. I think there's like, I found 3 in here. I don't know where the third one is. It's like a jungle, like I say, but those are delicious. A couple more cucumbers. They're kind of funky shaped. I don't like to let them get too big. When they start turning kind of yellow like that, I usually start feeding them to the chickens, but maybe I can cut it off. We'll find out. So that's exciting. The chickens gobbled up that amaranth. I gave it to them last night. They get treats at night and in the morning. And they went nuts over that amaranth. So this is some more amaranth right here. Look at this. It's starting to turn kind of brown. I might pick this for them. That stuff's pretty messy. So I might snip one of those off. They seem to really, really like it. I'll just put that on one side of my bucket. This little cucumber is wanting to wrap around that. Those things are resilient, aren't they? Alright, let's put that in there for the chickies. Another one spilling over into the walkway, which it's going to reseed itself a million times. I did want to show you this buttercup squash, and it looks like at the top there that the stem is starting to kind of dry up, so it might just about be ready. Look how beautiful that is. I'll have to look it up on the internet and see what they look like when they're mature. Gobs and gobs and gobs of cherry tomatoes, and my little Sans Marzanos are kind of small, but they still taste good. Nobody's ripe enough yet to be plucking. Hundreds of pods of lettuce, soon to be pods. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm gonna have so many lettuce seeds. I don't think I will ever have to buy lettuce seed again. That's pretty exciting. And there's more behind this big head over here. I'm like, holy moly. I'm kind of glad those bolted too soon, because then I get seeds. So there's always something to be thankful for in the garden. Look at this amaranth. It's just incredible. Somebody said these are called dreadlock ones. It just... And here we have a whole bunch more chamomile that I'm going to pick. This stuff is just, I'm telling you, the more you pick, the more it grows. I was getting kind of nervous because everyone says when it gets really hot that it just quits blooming and dies back. But so far, it's just, I trimmed back some of the deadfall stuff off of it yesterday, and it seems to be happy with that. So you just take all these guys, dry them. I put them in a jar, and then I'm planning on making tea out of them, and you can put them in salves and all kinds of stuff. So it's pretty exciting. And then this here, oh, this is broke. We'll have to take it in the house. Beautiful dill. This one I succession sowed. I don't know if you can see. There you go, the actual head or not. I picked a head yesterday. I'm not kidding you. That guy was that big around. I just love fresh dill, dried dill. It's such, ugh, it's yummy. Put it in dips, soups. You have to be careful though, because a little bit of dill goes a long ways. It's not just for pickles. It's so good. Okay, I'm going to finish this and we'll move on to something else. Then over here we have the calendula. So I wait till they open up, like this guy is opened up. and trim them right down at the Y, unless there's blooms coming off the stems, which there are not. And I just keep them on the stem till I get in the house. I just did this yesterday. It just tells you how crazy prolific they are, and they just keep coming. And they smell pretty good too. They're pretty, and they're so medicinal. It's like, ooh, what a beautiful thing to have growing in your garden. Right down here, I have my holy basil, which I'm super excited about. It finally decided to join the party. I'm harvesting a little at a time. It smells pretty darn good too. I'm excited about that. Got some little strawberries. I'm going to do an F2, which is your second ferment on my kombucha this morning, so I might add these. I have some blueberries that I bought the other day, so I'll probably throw those in, so that'll be delicious. Last time was blackberry strawberry, so this time it'll be blueberry strawberry. Little lemon cuke and a little cherry tomato. Look at that little fella. His little bum is all covered with pollen, and he is doing his job going to town on that squash blossom. Is that the cutest thing? Here's a little scraggler of basil, and I keep harvesting him. It smells absolutely wonderful, and I've just been taking them in and drying them. Let's see. Okay. All right, that's about all I have for you today. I just harvested just a little bit of stuff today, but hey, a little bit every day counts. It's just crazy how fast things grow. God is good. I hope the sun is shining where you are today. Thank you very, very much for commenting, liking, and following and sharing my channel. Every little bit helps. I do appreciate you all, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay, bye-bye.